all started like one of those stories where the rich dude looks untouchable, like he's got the whole world in his pocket. Jeffrey Epstein wasn't just some random guy. Nah, this man was moving in elite circles, chilling with billionaires, politicians, even royalty. We're talking private jets, insane mansions, and a lifestyle so flashy it screamed power. But behind all that luxury, man, there was something seriously off. See, Epstein built this image of being a financial genius. Nobody really knew exactly how he made his money, but somehow he always had more of it. That mystery, it actually made him more powerful. People didn't question him, they wanted in. Then there was his private island. Yeah, that island. People later started calling it Little St. James, but in whispers, it had a darker nickname. A place where things went down that nobody wanted to talk about openly. The thing is, rumors were floating around for years. Girls, young girls, being brought into his world under the promise of money, connections, or modeling opportunities. At first, it sounded like gossip. You know how people talk. But slowly, those whispers started turning into something way more serious. Back in the early 2000s, things finally started catching up. A teenage girl came forward, then another, and another. They all told a similar story, being recruited, manipulated, and abused. Epstein wasn't just acting alone either. There were claims of a whole network, people helping him bring victims in. Cops started digging, but here's where things got shady real quick. Instead of a massive takedown, Epstein got what people now call one of the most controversial deals ever. In 2008, he basically walked away with a slap on the wrist. Dude served a short sentence, got work release privileges, and was out way faster than anyone expected. People were like, hold up. How does a guy accused of something this serious get off this easy? That question haunted the case for years. But the story didn't end there. Not even close. Fast forward to 2019, boom. Epstein gets arrested again. This time, federal charges. The case explodes. Media everywhere. Old victims speaking out again. New ones coming forward. Suddenly, the world was watching. Names started popping up, powerful, famous names. Everyone wanted to know who else was involved. And just when it felt like the truth was finally about to come out, everything took a dark turn. Epstein was found dead in his jail cell. Official reports called it suicide. But man, people weren't buying it that easily. Security cameras malfunctioning. Guards allegedly asleep. A high-profile prisoner with dirt on some of the most powerful people in the world. And somehow, nobody was watching. Yeah, that didn't sit right with a lot of folks. Conspiracies started flooding in. Was it really suicide? Or was someone trying to silence him before he could talk? To this day, that question still lingers. And then there's Ghislaine Maxwell, Epstein's closest associate. she was accused of playing a major role in recruiting and grooming victims. Eventually, she was arrested, tried, and convicted. But even with her behind bars, the full story still feels incomplete, because the biggest mystery isn't just what Epstein did. It's who knew, who was involved, who looked the other way, and how did it all go on for so long without being stopped. This case isn't just about one man. It's about power, influence, silence, and the kind of darkness that hides in plain sight, right behind money, fame, and connections.